Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
I know this is a very busy time of the year for you, so I'll be very conscious of my time and respectful of yours. I appreciate the opportunity you've given me to show you a product that is near and dear to my heart. As you know, I'm Scott Michael Everett, owner and operator of Everett Equipment Company. I'm also a third-generation pecan farmer. I've been harvesting pecans literally since I could walk. I can remember from about 3 years old. If any of you ever knew my father, Tom Everett, then of course you know that children to him had a couple of roles. One was to be seen and not heard, and the other was to be farm labor. The children were the pecan harvesters at Everett Farms. And since children already cost enough with food, clothing, shelter, those type of things, there was no place in the budget for any fancy farm equipment. I used to look at those catalogs they'd send to the farm, longing to have those machines that would do the work that I had to do, dreaming to have my own pecan harvesting machine someday. Well, that day finally come, and it changed my life. And that's what I want to talk to y'all about today. How this machine can change your life and your farm operation. When I graduated high school, Everett Farm had 2 orchards. Total of about 1,000 trees. But I was like y'all. I had a vision. I saw a lot more. So I started buying land, planting trees. Today, Everett Farms has over 10,000 producing pecan trees, and 5,000 that will be producing within the next several years. But of course, more trees means more pecans, and more pecans means more work. Well, if you know me very well, you know I don't like to work hard. I like to work smart. And so, the way to work smarter is what I'm going to talk to you about today. And that is the bag-o-nut harvester. I know what you're thinking. That'd be great. Have some fancy machine to do all of our work for us. If it didn't cost an arm and a leg. Fortunately, it doesn't. Bag-o-nut harvesters come in several models. The entry-level machine is a walk-behind model similar to a push mower, except it doesn't have an engine. It does have HP, human power. Totally powered by people. But it keeps you from bending down and picking up the pecans the real old-fashioned way, or the stick method, picking them up with the basket. And it lets you just start at one end of a row and take off and start going. 16-inch model is the entry level. Holds 20 to 30 pounds of pecans at a time. You pick one of those up, $375. Now you think about what a tree produces. Just a few trees, 1 year production, pay for that machine. Get you started. 24-inch sets you back $475. Holds 30 to 40 pounds of nuts. And you have your choice. Flip up basket, which is operated by pulling a cord. Therefore, you dump your load on the ground. Or you go with the pickup basket, which of course allows you to pick the basket up and place the harvest into a larger tank or what have you. The 16-inch pickup model, what I started with all those years ago, but of course I needed bigger and better. I picked up the 24-inch along the line, and then I moved on to Daddy. That's right, 36-inch model. We're talking a 3-foot path, plowing up everything in its way, and it holds about 70 pounds of harvest. These babies, $675. So the best money you ever spend. Well, as I grew the operation, I finally advanced technologically, and I bought a 4-wheeler. And of course, that changed everything. No more standing behind the basket, putting out all that energy. I bought the bigger the better model, the bag and nut tag-along. Tag-along is basically a trailer with a big wheel on it, and the wheel spins and kicks the nuts up into the basket. Now, you can put it behind a lawnmower tractor, ATV, UTV, 4-wheeler, whatever your pick. If you're really redneck, you put it behind a pickup. Not recommended, but possible. Anyway, tag-along holds 80 pounds of harvest, 80 pounds of nuts at a time. At Everett Farms, we now operate several of these models. It's the only way we can keep up with the demand. Now, I know from conversations I've had with y'all that you want to grow your operation as well. You've already got a couple of 4-wheelers, so I would recommend to you 2 tag-alongs and then a 36-inch walk behind. Think about this. In my experience, tag-along is 10 times faster than walking. 10 times faster than plucking the pecans off the ground. In other words, there is no option. There's no turning back. Once you do it, it's like the dial telephone, you know. You used to do it and that was great, but you got the push buttons, you never go back to the dial. You wonder why you ever had the dial in the first place. There's no option, no turning back. Few trees, production each year, pay for each machine. Well, then you say, well, now I'm into machines. Now I've got upkeep, and I'm going to have to be fixing things, and they're going to break. Well, they last. All bag and nut products come with a 1-year labor and parts warranty. Here's the bonus though. You buy it from Everett Equipment, we double that. We add another year. So you come right into Everett Equipment Company, in-house, we'll fix it. 2 years. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Something goes wrong after that, of course, at Everett Equipment, we get the parts for you in a timely fashion, and we'll take care of the labor. So remember, if you want to grow your operation, it's either more children, I don't think that's an option, or bag and nut harvesters. Bag and nut harvesters are definitely cheaper, and they don't talk back. Thank you.